was a bright and breezy morning in Wonderwood Village, and Minnie and Binni, two mischievous siblings known for their love of adventures, were buzzing with excitement. They had just discovered a giant hot air balloon parked at the edge of the meadow. Its vibrant colors of red, yellow, and blue swayed gently in the morning wind, looking like a huge floating rainbow. Minnie, the older of the two, had sparkling brown eyes full of wonder, while Binni, with his bright green eyes and an impish grin, was already reaching out to touch the balloon's basket. "Look, Minnie, it's big enough for both of us!" Binni giggled, tugging on Minnie's hand. "Let's take it up and see how high we can go." Minnie hesitated, her sensible side kicking in, but the thrill of an adventure was too tempting. With one glance at each other, they scrambled into the basket, holding on tight to the rim. They pulled the lever, and the balloon slowly began to rise into the air, lifting them above the trees and into the sky. "Oh, Binni, look!" Minnie pointed down as the forest stretched below them, trees becoming tiny patches of green, and the winding river looked like a silver ribbon snaking through the landscape. They floated past flocks of birds who chirped and squawked, flying along beside them in a curious formation. Suddenly, a familiar voice chirped from the balloon's edge. "Mind if I join you?" It was Freya, their adventurous teenage friend, holding her vintage camera, grinning from ear to ear. She had spotted their ascent and had decided to leap aboard, her camera ready to capture every thrilling moment. The trio floated further up, and soon the landscape below turned into an endless green quilt dotted with small villages. Minnie, Binni, and Freya looked around in amazement. Everything was calm and peaceful until they heard a whoosh. A gust of wind pushed the balloon toward a dense cloud that seemed to be humming and glowing. As they passed through the misty cloud, they found themselves in a hidden skyland filled with colorful floating islands. Each island was unique. Some had waterfalls flowing into thin air. Others were covered in fields of giant flowers and rainbows arching from one end to another. "Whoa!" Binni's eyes widened. "This is incredible!" They decided to steer the balloon closer to the largest island, where they noticed a group of animals gathered under a massive ancient tree. There was Fay the fox, standing proudly, with her fiery red fur glistening. The wise old owl perched on a branch with a knowing look, and nearby, an elephant, lion, parrot, turtle, and zebra were playing together, laughing and cheering as they enjoyed their game of tag. Freya quickly snapped a few photos, capturing the magical scene below. "Welcome, little travelers," boomed the elephant, raising his trunk to greet them. "We don't often have visitors up here in the Skylands." The wise old owl nodded wisely. "You're very lucky to have found this place. It's a realm where only the most curious and brave can enter." Minnie and Binni beamed with excitement. "Can we join you?" Minnie asked, eager to meet each of these magical creatures. And so they spent the day learning about the animals' secret world in the clouds. Fay the fox shared stories of her adventures. The wise old owl taught them a song about bravery, and the lion, turtle, and zebra each showed them fun games and tricks. When the sun began to dip, the wise old owl reminded them that it was time to return before the Skylands disappeared into the night sky. With a wave and a promise to return, Minnie, Binni, and Freya climbed back into their balloon and began their descent, their hearts full of joy. As they floated down through the clouds and watched Wonderwood Village reappear below, they each knew that they would never forget their incredible adventure in the Skylands. And they couldn't wait for the day they'd return to visit their new friends above the clouds.